also be a limitation.
Yes, you're absolutely right. This is what I appreciate about you. You see things the way they are, rather than how they appear. I want to do something a little self-indulgent. Is that okay by you? It feels like it's been a long time since I've gotten so physical. The feeling of creating your wealth with your own two hands is just as exhilarating as ever.
Even for this paltry amount?
Yes, I'd say so. Everything starts out small. I was actually a little nervous.
You know, now that they showed it off like this, yeah, I'd say I like it. That's pretty damn good. Actually, yeah, what the heck? Hold on. I think I know why people like Ningguang's better than Kaching's. That actually does look rather nice.
I hope the name Ningguang will live on. But not as a person, as more of a symbol. If I can pass on everything I have learned, I can create a legacy that will live on long after I am gone.
Come on, Auntie Ningguang! Hurry up! We're not gonna wait forever!
Coming! Come on.
With 2 endings for Ningguang with her hangout event. Went to a whole hour, because I didn't think it was gonna end up being so long. But it ended up being long. Now we're gonna of course go for 2 endings with Yujin, and hopefully it's not gonna end up being as long. But I really like the Ningguang hangout event. That's definitely one of my favorite ones up there.
Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking and I need this resolved ASAP.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any adventurers available at this instant.
What's happened?
Your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce Yu Ning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yunjin is always talking about you. Please, you've gotta help us find her.
Yujin is missing?
Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just days away from the big performance. All she left was a short note. If our audience doesn't get to see Yunjin on stage, they'll start tearing the place down. I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh?
She literally said she would come back.
That's what I said too, but...
Look, when you're a megastar like Yunjin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety. Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience?
I'm pretty sure her life is not at risk here.
Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the whole nation.
As you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you be willing to accept this commission?
Okay, for Yunjin.
Ugh, wonderful. Ugh, thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back, safe and sound.
This money.
I'm counting on you to bring my top talent back to where she needs to be.
I'm sure if I was to try and talk to Catherine, it would just be something normal. I don't know why my computer needs to update. Let's see if we can get our best ending with Yujin. We must be very careful. Oh, lots of dead Haley trail. She sure is. Oh no. Yep, hold on. I ain't playing with that. I swear if she just kills this thing. Get out of the way! I guess I'm taking this fight. Oh, great.
Boba, get them!
I
By
did not
royal
sign
decree.
up for a ruin hunter. God, I've not fought a ruin hunter in forever. This is why I made sure I still have my strong team.
Wings of darkness, come, sever.
No Mardi Gras. Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Oh, it's you. I do apologize. I didn't see you there.
Seriously?
What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking of scheduling a meeting with you later. I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places.
I heard you went missing.
Ah, I see. So Yunning sent you. I did tell her not to worry. Oh, but on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe. It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking about.
What state of mind?
Do you remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting against the evil monster? That in reality, she hadn't acted as courageously as the operatic rendition would have you believe. That it was simply a matter of life and death, and she chose self-preservation. Granted, she later admitted that she preferred the version of events given in the opera, with its portrayal of a divine heroine sacrificing herself for others. But after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity, and even uncertainty. So the more emotions I can experience for myself, the wider range I will have to draw on in my performance. If access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh interpretation of the character and her actions, well, surely it will take my acting skills to the next level. That's why I came here. My plan was to take it slowly, start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. But once I started, I just got completely drawn in. I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here.
Wanna try again? I'll join in too.
You've defeated an ancient god before. How am I supposed to experience genuine danger if you're here? I suppose I had better return to Liyue Harbor for now. I'll only end up putting you in an awkward position otherwise. Goodness knows how you'd explain this to Yunning.
Very true.
I wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip. I suppose only time will tell.
Back to Liyue. Back to the L word. And I just now thought, because of that potion event, like, I mean, I got 3 days until this is done. I'm uploading Cuphead episodes today, then tomorrow Watch Dogs, and then back to Genshin. And then probably more Genshin, because I don't know what I'm uploading after that. I have Resident Evil 8 now. I think I want to start that and not do anything else with Watch Dogs, or play more Last of Us 2. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Please have faith in her. Ah, they've returned.
Yunning, we're back.
Yunjin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. When it's time to go on stage, I'll be there.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But do you really have to go off thrill-seeking this close to the show? You have to take better care of yourself, okay? For all our sakes. For the opera troupe and for your audience. We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened to you, huh? What would I say to our audience,
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them the best performance we can. Don't you agree? While I'm off stage, as long as there is something, anything I can do to improve my acting ability, even the slightest amount, I can't pass up the opportunity.
You know, Ugh, I don't know what to say anymore. Traveler, please, you tell her.
So, what's your honest opinion?
You made a good point, Yunjin.
I'm glad you agree. Right, then let's get preparing.
Hey, Traveler, get over here.
Oh, just weave.
You've only
Oh, no, never
just
mind.
managed to bring Yunjin back. Now you're taking her straight back out again? What's the big idea? The next show is just days away. Please, if not for me, then for the sake of the opera troupe, I'm begging you, help me convince her that at the end of the day, she's gotta fall in line.
That's not gonna be an easy task.
Well, okay, maybe that's asking the impossible, but at least try and keep her distracted. Please, just keep her occupied until the next show. No more thrill seeking.
What are you two talking about? If it doesn't involve me, I think I'm going to.
You know what? It does involve you, actually. The Traveler was saying, come on, help me stall her.
Oh? Well, what do you need from me?
Oh, jeez. I want to become an actor.
You want to become an actor?
You do? Oh, yes, of course she does. She was just telling me that she's interested in exploring her dramatic side and, would like you to give her some coaching.
Why did they leave that in? Why did they leave the he, she? And then the rest of the subtitle was her. What?
Right, good. Well, let's not beat around the bush. Traveler, your master awaits.
Hold on. I don't know if I'm really ready to take on students yet.
Oh, please. This is the day you've dreamed of, isn't it? You certainly talk about it enough. And look, now she's here, ready and willing.
Okay, I get it. You can stop now. Whew. I am delighted that you wish to study the performing arts from me. But the issue is, before you could become my apprentice, I'd have to get approval from the founders, then do an initiation ceremony. There just isn't time for all that right now. So, for now, I'll just teach you a few basics. Informally, one friend to another, there's no need to call me master.
What about coach? You know, everybody loves a coach. Maybe you'll start saying my friends call me coach.
What? Don't you think that's a bit old-fashioned? Let's work on that later. Until we settle on an appropriate title, just call me by my name. Let's meet tomorrow morning on the bridge by the sea at Feiyun Slope. I'll do my best to prepare a good first lesson for you.
Whew, what a relief.
With the game loaded. Are you kidding me? Okay, now you can leave me the place. This is the agreed upon place down here.
Control quality, if you want to make it big in the acting world. Without it, you won't be able to keep on top of all the work you need to do each day.
So where should we start?
Well, first I'd like you to answer me one question. How many pigeons flew from the bridge when you were passing through?
7.
Huh? Yes, that's right. I'm amazed. Are you this good at everything? Anyway, the point of this question was to test your powers of observation. Eyes are the medium for the transfer of emotion. You must train your eyes to be bright, active, and strong. Watching the birds fly, hover around, and come into land will not only exercise your eyesight, but also cultivate attentiveness. Indeed, my own daily training routine starts right here. I watch the pigeons to train my eyes, and I sing to the tide to train my voice.
So I need to train my voice?
All in good time. Grasping all the techniques involved in opera singing and posture is not an overnight process. Let's start from the very beginning, with some general theories to help you better understand the concept of performance.
The concept of performance?
Of course. I am in written correspondence with performers from many nations in Teyvat, which has rather broadened my perspective on this topic. For example, let's start with something simple. How would you perform yourself? Try to relive the events of that day when you were battling against an ancient god and fighting off the Fatui. What can you see? What did you feel? Now, I want you to look out at the ocean in front of you and recall the raging waves and the atmosphere of peril from that day. Take a deep breath. Now, gradually, embrace the scene, immerse yourself in it, and let all the emotions back in.
The camaraderie of fighting alongside trusting companions.
Good, good. So that's how you felt. Next, I'd like you to focus on the goal you wanted to achieve at that time.
To survive and continue my journey.
Good, yes. Use that. Okay, good. Now, all of this overwhelming emotion is welling up inside of you, and I want you to let it all out. All at once. Go.
La la.
Stop.
Oh.
Wrong. This is all wrong. There's no emotion, no soul. Granted, the character you are trying to portray is your own self, but your performance didn't do the scene justice at all.
You know, I'm just gonna say this. It's like we're seeing the journey of Omin's English VA. Because, oh god, I'm about to mix up two different Sarahs here. Yeah, Sarah Miller Cruz is a singer, so it would be funny to watch her streams when she gets to the Eugene hangout.
I couldn't hear you fighting for your life while gargantuan waves were crashing all around you. What I heard was the sound of someone doing vocal exercises by the beach on a calm day.
If I may, we are by the beach, and it is a calm day.
Here's the thing. When you're acting, it's not only about getting into character, you also have to recreate the scene in your mind as vividly as you can. Now, I appreciate that you did actually experience this particular scene for yourself, but maybe conjuring up specific details of your surroundings at the time is a little too advanced for novices.
It was a life and death situation.
You're right. If we were looking for an environment to help evoke the emotions you felt at the time, I suppose we could try again. A little farther afield, at Guyun Stone Forest.
No need to go all the way out there.
Oh? Too far away? Don't worry, I was just thinking aloud. Besides, even at Guyun Stone Forest, we'd still have trouble recreating the state of the sea that day. Let's try something else. Come with me to the suburbs just north of Liyue Harbor.
It's not too far from Liyue Harbor.
If you've got no objections, let's head off.
Climb up.
Hup.
Take that mint.
The battle you fought on the Jade Chamber was a very strange set of circumstances, even for someone like you. It's quite normal that you can't get into character just like that. I know it's hard to recreate every facet of the experience in your mind, but what you could try is to replace the foes you faced in that scenario with ones you are much more familiar with.
What do you mean replace?
I'll give you an example. Let's say you're performing a scene where your character experiences the grief and pain of a death. But you yourself have never experienced this kind of tragic loss before. Well, you can replace death with another, more familiar scenario that evokes a similar sense of grief and pain for you. Such as... you bust a gut trying to find a treasure chest, only to finally reach it, then find it filled with cabbages and radishes.
Oh, the pain of it all.
Ah, now you're catching on. Action scenes work the same way. Perhaps the experience of facing an ancient god is a challenge to recreate. But if you're replaying the kind of actions you perform every day, you just need to let go, and your subconscious will guide you through. Come, show me how you normally fight. You can start with monsters nearby.
Did you? No, she didn't. We forgot that she didn't see us
Don't
fighting.
overthink it. Just fight like you normally do.
She never saw us fighting that ruin hunter. Why is it gotta be Geo ones?
They're coming. Just do what you normally do in this situation.
Wait, no, now I just thought about that. Oh. Overworld works very well.
Windblade!
Currently dead. Oh, hell no. You're kidding me. Hold on. We don't play games with these things.
Just eat this!
Don't play with those abominations.
Nice and spicy! By royal
Eesh.
Oh, that was wonderful. Such deft and fluid movements. Just like a real adventurer.
I am a real adventurer?
Let's perform the scene again now, while the battle is still fresh in your mind. Look at those red-clad scarecrows. But I want you to see them instead as those Fatui who brandish the sacrificial knives. Now, let us reenact the battle on the Jade Chamber. It's okay if you can't recall the events clearly. You can just replace them with the movements you are most familiar with. And... attack! The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballistas. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Man, what is going on?
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballistas.
Oh man, Zhongling, Fish will go, Jean. How did I do?
I can't fault your movements in terms of technique, but Fatui are larger than most monsters. I don't think it was a conscious decision, but you were aiming a little too low. And you also didn't strike with enough force. Overall, it was just lacking that sense of being in the heat of the battle. Veteran practitioners of this acting method are able to adjust and embellish their real-life experience enough so that it makes an adequate substitute for the scene they are trying to portray. But adjusting deep-rooted habits to adapt them for the stage, that's no easy task.
Yeah, it doesn't sound easy.
Still, this was only your first time trying this method. And all things considered, I think you've done quite well. But judging from your movements, I think this next method might suit you a little better.
What is it?
Choreograph every aspect of your onstage performance in advance. Every movement, every facial expression, even your emotions. And rehearse it thoroughly. You can reference existing characters from opera or imitate similar people from your own life. In short, you want to pin down every detail of the character you want to portray in your mind. And then, work through them methodically, and find ways to bring them out.
I don't fully understand.
Well, in your case, what you need to do is imitate your past self. Think of yourself not as you, but as somebody outside this world controlling your every move.
That's even harder to understand.
It's complicated to explain, but once you give it a try, I think you'll get the hang of it.
And did she break the fourth wall?
Okay, how about we start by setting a simple scenario? The Fatui in red want to attack the Guizhong Ballista, and the heavyweight guards in blue want to try and stop you. What you want to do is evade all the blues and go straight for the reds. Yes, I think that sums it up. There's an open area to the north. I'll set up a stage for you. When you've finished rehearsing everything in your mind, come and find me.
Oh. This sure is becoming a thing. That's all I can get.
Well, have you finished rehearsing?
I'm ready, I think.
No need to rush. Take your time. I shall guide you with my voice.
Oh no. Oh, she's doing this again. I like how they have to say translated, like I couldn't figure that out. Oh. The thing is she actually doing, is she actually saying she, or... Cause I can't, you know, I don't speak Chinese. Shit. Oh, her mouth is actually moving. What the fuck happened
Now
in the end
that
there?
was a little better. You managed to bring out more of that fearless hero quality that time.
The ending of that just went boing.
My hard work coaching you has finally paid off. This method might not sound as sophisticated and exciting as the first two, but it's the most popular choice for teaching beginners. Rigorous rehearsal and vocal training is at the core of this school of thought. It even works on those whose performance lacks emotional depth at first. As long as you practice diligently, with time, you will achieve mastery one way or another. Either your finely honed skills become a good substitute for innate talent, or the process of honing your skills cultivates genuine talent within you. People say that when you truly master the art of singing, even the birds and beasts will be drawn to your song.
That's amazing.
I know. I guess I still have a long road ahead of me when it comes to developing as a performer.
One thing, since this is the standard beginner's method, why on earth didn't you start with this one? And now I am noticing that the hangout events are starting to just share the, like, this is one part of the sentence and this is the other. Like, now these choices are becoming not choices, but just a sentence.
Well, because even if I had, you wouldn't have put your heart into it. It's been written on your face this whole time. Just try and keep her occupied until the next show.
Was it that obvious?
Don't forget that acting is my bread and butter. Did you really think I wouldn't be able to see through it? Still, this is a rare opportunity, and I hope you have at least learned something from it about the beauty of the performing arts. The operatic tradition carries countless historical memories within it. As long as the art is kept alive, the voices and faces of bygone heroes can be recreated on the stage for generation after generation. I hope that your voice and your face will make their mark on Liyue Opera too.
My voice and face? Make a mark on Liyue Opera?
Yes. As well as coaching you today, I have also been closely observing every move you make. Do you remember the basics of the final method?
imitate similar people from your own life?
Don't you think there's a striking similarity between you, who stood up for Liyue and fought off a god of old, and the divine damsel in the play? With you as a reference in mind, I'm sure I can finally make a breakthrough in creating my own adaptation of this character.
So why was your first method to go and put yourself in danger?
Because as far as I'm concerned, the immersion method, drawing on life experiences, and imitating others are all valuable acting methods. Even if my every movement is rehearsed to perfection, I can't move the audience without conveying emotion. And even if I fully master the character's emotions, a little choreography will help make the performance more polished and appealing. Whatever the method is, as long as it offers something that can improve my performance, I will always give it a try. Thank you for trying them out as well. It means a lot to me. And congratulations on making it to the end of your first acting class.
When's my graduation ceremony?
Graduation ceremony? I'm afraid that's still a long way in the future. For now, I hope to incorporate part of you into my performance of the Divine Damsel. But one day, I hope to write an opera all about you. When that day comes, I hope you will be able to join me on stage and give me some constructive criticism. It'll take a lot of hard work to reach the point where you're ready to go on stage. But I'll be here to keep you on track every step of the way.
You're a demanding coach.
Here we go again. So old-fashioned. Then again, I suppose I will have to give you a lot of instruction along the way. And if I won't let you call me master, teacher, or coach, I've got to think of something you can call me. I've got
Your
it.
quip ended as soon as she was done with her sentence. Also, I really like Lamine sitting there, you know, doing Eugen's little pose. See, this right here is definitely the best ending hands down for Lamine. Mostly just because of her English voice actor. Anyway, we need to get on to the other little things for Eugen. We're going to be saved. But now we do just one more ending for Eugen, and then we'll go back to Ningguang.
Can you put a few more?
Please have faith in
Yinning.
Yunji,
No.
look, you have to take better. We're just lucky.
Well, while I'm off stage,
You know,
so?
Ultimately, safety should come first.
Exactly. Just think of all the people coming from far and wide just to show you their support.
Why do you make it sound like they are coming to see me and not the show?
Well, same difference, isn't it?
I don't think so. They seem quite different to me. Well, either way, you're quite right. I mustn't let down our audience, especially those who came from afar. And I certainly mustn't make you come out looking for me again. So I suppose I will put my training exercises on hold for a while.
Whew. I'm glad to know that the brightest star in my troop is finally gonna start listening to reason. I'm gonna head back and see how the set is coming along. Don't go disappearing on me again.
All right, I'll head back and do some rehearsing. It's no substitute for first-hand experience, but it should still help me iron out a few issues.
It's also much safer than first-hand experience.
Speaking of which, I haven't even thanked you properly for saving me. If you are free after the show, come and find me at Hayu Tea House.
I like how the game just says find her at tea house. Oh goodness. It has to say tomorrow. Gotta go through all that nonsense. I'm starting to feel a little hungry, but I don't want to eat until I'm done with these. Isn't that much longer. I'll be done probably somewhere around 8. Because it is 6 at the moment. And I don't know if I mentioned it already, but with the way my internet is looking, I don't know if me and Zach can beat Cuphead. Because it needs to last long enough for us to beat King Dice. And if it can't, we're kind of screwed.
chilling voice.
Out of the way.
Liyue opera is really something, but Liyue opera performed by Miss Yun, now that's something else. Thrilling performance. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Your reputation is well deserved.
Well, I've had the pleasure of seeing the talented Miss Yun on stage many a time in the past, but the songs still sound fresh and new every single time. It's been barely a few days since I last saw you perform. But once again, Yun Jin, you've progressed by leaps and bounds.
Oh, you're far too kind, both of you. I'm still new to the profession, but I promised myself when I joined the troupe that I would strive to develop myself as a performer every day, and I wouldn't be where I am now without everyone's faithful support.
Nonsense, you're too humble, Miss Yun. You're a major celebrity. Who in Liyue hasn't heard the name Yun Jin?
In the circles I move in, anyone who says they've never seen Yun Jin on stage is at risk of getting laughed out of business.
Oh, we didn't actually get to hear her say gosh.
As it happens, I have a business meeting at the Xinyue kiosk with a client who is also a big fan of yours. So, I was wondering if you'd perhaps like to join us for the meal.
Oh, me too. I've booked a table at the Lioli Pavilion and was hoping you might join me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to both of you, but I won't be able to make it. I'm very grateful for the invitations, but I'm afraid I already have arrangements for this evening. Isn't that right, Traveler?
Sorry I'm a little late.
Okay, you have plans, but you're really gonna pass this up? I mean, you can always reschedule. Wait a second, you're...
Am I really so famous in Liyue?
Well, I guess it's not going to work out today, then. Maybe another day, Miss Yun.
You too, buddy.
Huh. They took off pretty quick. Do they know something I don't? Haha, I guess I'll be leaving too. Wouldn't want to cramp your style.
Take care, both of you. Sorry that I can't see you off. Whew. Thanks for coming to my rescue. Again. Look at you. You're a national treasure. Even Gentry Moutsai is in awe of you. I feel a little sorry for Xinyue Kiosk and Liuli Pavilion. I just hope the food won't go to waste.
Well, why don't we go to Liyue Pavilion?
I don't think we'd be able to get a seat this late. Let's head downstairs. I owe you a big thank you tonight.
People already be taking that out of context, so I don't be doing it. Oh.
Miss Yun? Oh, wow, it's really you! I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, get back here. Oh, ditzy girl, you don't have a clue what you're doing.
Are you a journalist? If you'd like to arrange an interview, you'll have to liaise with my manager.
Sorry, Miss Yun. Don't mind her. She's just new and still learning the ropes. We'll leave you
Miss Yun, I'm interested to know why you added a silk dance to the scene where the divine damsel makes her appearance.
You noticed that?
Yes, based on the original script, that scene would see your character perform the Adeptus Walk. But the addition of the silk dance meant that the whole way you carried yourself was so much more
Animated.
Yes, but delicate and graceful, like a crane.
Oh, sorry. Which publication are you from? How come I haven't met you before?
Well...
Yeah, we're from the Steambird. I am Boy Yi, the editor-in-chief. And this young lady is Shuryun, one of my journalists. We were based in Fontaine. Just recently we made the move back to Liyue.
Oh, I see. You're from the Steambird. Then it's no wonder. Your journalist has clearly done her research.
That's very kind of you, but really, my level of knowledge is very basic compared to yours.
Hey, Miss Yoon is throwing you a bone here. Make the most of it, okay? Talk to her! Talk to her!
Actually, I'm afraid there's somewhere I need to be. And I'd really need to clear this interview with my manager.
Make the most of it. You might as well talk with them.
But what about our plans?
I'm interested to hear your story too.
Really? Okay, sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Yoon.
Great! Thank you both kindly. Let's find a quiet place and get this interview underway.
There's something fishy going on here.
Oh, I see. So that's why you added the silk dance in this scene.
Yes, exactly, in my movement. It also means I can make better use of the stage and transition into the scene more quickly.
Ah, okay. So there was even more to it than I thought. So, wouldn't it make sense to contrast this with the Dongtong Apasionado section that comes directly afterward by making the latter a little more sophisticated?
I think I know which section you're talking about.
Ah, sorry. What am I saying? This is a fixed formula, isn't it? My suggestion would completely break the format.
No, it's okay. It's an interesting idea for sure. I'll give it some thought. Thanks for the suggestion.
Really? Wow, I'm so honored.
This conversation is way beyond me.
Shuryun? Maybe it's time to move on to some of the things our readers would like to know about,
Oh, okay. I was also going to ask for your opinion on the set and the costumes.
Yes, well, I'm sure Miss Yun has countless pearls of wisdom she could share on her chosen craft. But, not all of our readers are quite so, artistically literate, shall we say. A lot of them really just want to know more about you. You know, what does Yoonjin do when she's off stage?
Excuse me? When I'm off stage?
You know, you're a major celebrity, and a lot of our readers are interested to know what life is like for you. What kind of place you live in, what kind of things you eat, clothes you wear, things you buy. That whole side of things. A day in the life.
Don't need to be creepy.
Besides rehearsing, a day in my life isn't really any more interesting than anyone else's.
Nonsense. Of course it is. Just think how many people were at your show earlier. They come from all over just to show their support. In fact, a relative of mine has a daughter who's been saying she wants to broaden her horizons recently. She's been looking for a chance to give you a jade hairpin as a gift.
Oh.
Ooh, she don't like that one, buddy.
It's against the rules of the opera troupe to accept private gifts from patrons. Could someone out there be accepting gifts for the troupe under false pretenses? I must get Yunning to look into it.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. Just something she said. Forget Sai and the Snezhnayan gentlemen come down from upstairs. Are they patrons of your shows, too? So, what are your thoughts on Snezhnaya and the Fatui?
Ugh, I'm sorry. This is my first interview, and my notes are becoming a total mess. I might need a moment to pause and reorganize them a little. Otherwise, I'll never be able to work all this into an article. Mr. Boy, maybe you should take a look too.
Don't be ridiculous! Stopping an interview halfway through to organize your notes? What are you talking about? Hey, all right. Miss Yun, we'll just be a moment.
Oh,
Are you sure you want to continue?
I'm fine. It's not the first time I've been asked questions like these. The last time it happened, Yunning stopped the interview for me. But the next day, the tabloids were full of articles like "Dramatic Exit, Yunjin storms out of interview," and "Miss La-di-da opera star is too good for our questions." Yeah. So from then on, Yunning said all interview requests have to go through her. I used to think I could hold the troupe together just by putting on a good performance. But now, I have to make sure I concentrate on my actions offstage too.
Many of them found your performance very moving.
Oh, you mean Fanarya and that crowd? I cherish them as members of my audience too, but there aren't many people like them who can appreciate all the nuance in a single viewing. How did Shuryun end up working with an editor like that guy? Something feels wrong there. Ugh. They could be back at any moment, so I should stay here for now. But could you go look into it for me?
No problem.
If you find out anything, come straight back here and let me know. I must have left the tea house by now. Let me know if you find anything out.
How can you be so cruel to Miss Yoon?
Shh, keep your voice down. Whatever you got to say, it can wait until we're out of earshot. We'll both be in hot water if Yunjin finds out. What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers.
No follow. Oh wow, you actually can just... Nice. So this is how you get an ending. You just have to fail.
Did you find anything out?
I couldn't catch up with them.
I see. Well, don't worry. It's okay. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't get to talk with Shuryun for longer. She genuinely understands opera and has a passion for it. That's not something you can act. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
I didn't know this is what you had in mind.
Yoonjin. Did you agree to another interview without notifying me?
She didn't say anything to give cause for concern.
These tabloid types are total scumbags, all of them. Who knows what innocent detail he might end up turning into the next big scandal. Sure, nothing might have come of it today, but who knows where it'll go tomorrow. Short of catching them all in their lair in one fell swoop, who knows when this is going to end?
I'm sorry. I was careless on this occasion.
Well, wallowing isn't gonna solve anything. Come on, go tell everyone in the troupe to be extra cautious during this time. Gee, oh Lord, bless us. Spare us any more offstage drama.
Yeesh. Looks like Eugen will be busy for a while. Well, I like those two little things there. I definitely prefer the first ending we got with Yunjin. So I'm liking what we got here. Man, it's gonna be the hangout events that get me to adventure rank 57. Like, I'm not that far away. Okay, it's not gonna be these, because they only give me 100, so I don't think it'll give me enough. But we're gonna go back to Ningguang and in the next one, and we're gonna do 2 more endings for her, 2 more endings for Eugen, and then their last ending. So off we go.